Hey guys, what is up? It's Max,
And I'm Jaden.
and we are here from xEJCR City Roleplay, talking about the future updates we plan to add. So, do you want to start off with the first one we have planned?
Yeah, so we're planning to add more minigames. We've got 2 Hunger Game maps almost already built. Those are going to be a secret until we're further in. But we're working on Spleef right now, which I already have completely done. We just have to import it into the world and get it functioning so that it constantly respawns when everybody dies. TNT run's already built. We just have to work on the functions of it.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bunch more parkour maps getting ready.
Yeah, since we only have both Ethereum and Hellspire, which I showed off in the last video.
Which Hellspire is a 5 level difficulty. Ethereum is a 4 level.
Yeah.
So we'd like to be able to add some 3 levels, some 2 levels, some 1 levels.
We should probably explain the levels.
That's all you.
So, level 1 is like the easiest of them all, basically.
Simple 1-block jumps.
Yeah, 1 and 2 block jumps, it's that easy for parkour noobs. It works the best for them if you just want to, like, have fun. Let's say you're just doing, like, commentary for, like, a YouTube video or something, and you're just on the world, you can do that. So it's very easy. There's, like, 0 chance of failing it, basically, unless you're, like, very bad. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for number 1. Difficulty 2 is basically, it's the same thing, but, it's just, like, a bit more difficult, so there's...
So, like, 3 levels, maybe a couple head hitters, like head hitter 1 blocks. Just very simple still, and very easy. Like, for people that have done parkour before, but, like, not a lot, like, this is, like, first couple times doing it. Like, if they don't want to be super simple and don't be a complete noob, like, not their first time doing parkour, but, like, maybe, like, their 5th time to 6th time, like, they're kind of getting a hang of it. They're getting more into parkour.
Difficulty 3 is, like, a medium tier. It's, like, semi-challenging jumps, but it's still very plausible if you are, like, semi-new.
Like, kind of like, almost like ladder jumps, like 3 block, 4 block, kind of getting there. Like, it's still difficult. It will have checkpoints because it's going to be a longer, because 1 and 2 aren't going to be very long parkours. They're going to be, like, decently long, but they're not going to be super, like, why did I just spend 10 minutes on this, and it was, like, $20 in the game. But, like, a 3 level, you'll get, like, $100 to $150 for it, depending on how difficult it is in the level 3 rating. So, like, ladder jumps and all of that stuff. And then level 4 is going to be, like, ladder jumps. Basically, it's level 5, so it's really difficult, except it has checkpoints.
Yeah, the only difference between level 4 and 5 is that level 5 doesn't have checkpoints. So that's for, like, the parkour masters. Yeah, that's just for, like, people who are insane at parkour, or hackers who feel like they want to show off their skill, which you will be banned immediately.
Also, I don't really want to admit this, but I'm gonna. I made the parkour. I've made both levels so far, and I probably will make the parkour because I'm decent at making it.
Yeah.
But, like, even I haven't gotten through level 5 or level 4 yet without dying.
Yeah.
There's no way you get it first try if you ever enter that map. Like, that is physically impossible.
Yeah, I had to test every single jump because I'm just, like, pretty good at parkour since I'm on Windows 10. But, it's very difficult. Like, most jumps you couldn't make. We were testing 4-block spacing fence jumps, which aren't possible, so we had to move it down to 3 spacing, which is super difficult, but... It's
still doable. Everything on these maps, it's gonna seem very... Like, it's impossible. But every single jump is possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, like, sometimes you'll be, like, mid-jump, you'll get there, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I need momentum. So you're gonna have to jump back, and then jump forward to get momentum.
Yeah.
Like, they're crazy jumps.
Yeah.
And the checkpoints, when you get a checkpoint, you will spawn right back at wherever you got that checkpoint at.
Yeah.
So it's very simple, the rules are easy. We do have fly hack and all that. Like, so if you do it, you get banned immediately. Like, you don't get the 3 warning thing, you just get banned. Because hacking, we have 0 tolerance for that. Unless you're an admin or an owner, which still we will have a long conversation if you're hacking. With admins, I guess. But us owners, we're using them to build things.
And
who cares?
Yeah, it's more productive hacking.
Not because you're trying to show off to role players that are trying to play the game. And you're an admin, and it just gives us a bad name, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah. We should probably move down to the next point, because we have a list. I'm totally not, like, pulling it up for 0.1 seconds.
Yep, so the next thing on our list is terraforming. So, like our little hobbit hole that we made, we'd like to have more mountains, and then, also what we were talking about is, like, more biomes, like, we want, like, a desert, or, like, a jungle, spruce forest, kind of all stuff in that range. Also, what we were also talking, it's going to take a while, but it's going to look good, and that's kind of what we're thinking about here, is, like, we're thinking about how good it's going to look. So we're thinking of, like, lakes, rivers, waterfalls, all that type of stuff. It's kind of a simple concept. It doesn't seem like it's that much work until you're on a flat world and they're trying to build a big mountain. Then it's difficult. Yeah. And we do know that there's ways that you can use, like, snowballs and eggs to make, like, that stuff. But honestly, it's just a mess.
As shown from the screenshot that was also shown last video.
Yep, it's a mess. We tried that, and it's just no. So what we were thinking about is we are going to try to use structure blocks, and we're going to go into, like, normal worlds. We're going to take mountains and move them over, which I guess is kind of cheap, but also in the same instance, I'd rather take 10 minutes out of my day to get a mountain in than spend 2 hours trying to get a mountain in and it not even look that good.
Yeah.
When I can get natural mountains that look amazing in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Next point is, like, more cities. So as you're talking about, we want the airport to be fully functional. So we're going to need more cities for that. We were actually talking about this earlier today. Yeah, we just want, like, cities and, like, true traveling. I remember you said earlier today about, like, a train station to also take you to cities. And because it'll be constantly going around, you sometimes have to, like, wait for the train.
And of course, you will have to pay for all of this. So, like, you will start in the base city, which we decided to name xEJCR City. And then the next city that we're planning to make is going to be named, like, Max's City or something. And then because this city that we've made now I've had this world for 2 years. And I've kind of just, like, messed around on it every once in a while. And now I'm just now getting back into building on it. So, if you go back to our first ever video we posted on the first world tour, you can see what the world's kind of come from. And that was even after making a bunch of stuff added to it. The world was super simple. It was one road and a couple buildings. That's what the world was before when we started this channel. And now if you look at it, we have over 50 buildings. I think, right?
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. We have over 50 buildings. We have roller coasters. We got everything, and it looks so good.
Exact number on the screen.
So our main goal here is we just want to make it look good because we're kind of at that point now where with this city that we're working on right now, it's got buildings. I'm not really worried about buildings at this point. It's more of like we're trying to add stuff to make it look like a real city. Because when it's just flat with a couple trees and a pond, like a puddle, like it just doesn't look the greatest. Because the major difference from when my main house that I built with the working garage and all that, you can find that in the first City World tour, I think, maybe the second one, I'm not really sure. But when the video on the gated community, that'll show you. Yeah, so that'd be the third.
Actually, no, that would be.
Whatever, it's one of our videos. But we added that big lake. Before that lake was there, the house was kind of just like, eh. But the lake just made it look so much better. That big body of water with the pandas and all that, it looked so good. But the whole thing here is, we've got buildings. That's not our issue.
Yeah.
But we just want to make it look good. Anyways, so enough blabbering. The next thing on our list is we have a lot of add-ons we'd like to add eventually. So, we're talking, like a guns add-on, which we tried before. It crashed my Xbox. My Xbox didn't work for, a week. Okay? So, we'd like to get a good guns add-on. And then we have Astro Client, which is just like, it makes the water clear and it makes it look like Java, which is nice and all. But yet again, I'd like to have a shader. Because a shader just like, kind of just like, it darkens it, but it doesn't darken it to an extent where you can't see anything. But it just like makes the trees like flow and stuff, and it makes it look really realistic.
The only problem with that though is that Xbox compatibility with shaders is just non-existent.
It either be so then our predicament there is either we find one that's like decent, it's not the best, but it still is a shader, or me and Max could try and that is we can try to make one, but how that is gonna happen, you tell me. But we can try.
Yeah,
because it's Bedrock Edition, right? And on Xbox and all that, it's very difficult to do stuff like that. Because on PC, you kind of just code it, so it's like that, but it's still very difficult. No, don't get me wrong. But so there is buildings. Yet again, we do not need buildings, but there is some buildings that we like to make. So with the guns, right? Because if we have guns, right, you're gonna need to be able to buy ammo somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of maybe an ammunition. Yeah, buy guns, exactly. We're gonna need an ammunition or a shooting range. And then for cars, because we already have cars in there, you can already buy cars. What we're thinking, because when you get a car, you kind of get whatever color you get, and you're not gonna throw a fit. It's kind of in that situation. There's certain cars you can buy, and there's certain stuff you can't. So we're thinking maybe a car mechanic. You can go in there, they'll paint your car for you, tune it up, in quotes, But then also, we're trying to make this realistic, right? So maybe we're thinking of a prison, maybe, like a big prison. We have jail, we're thinking of a prison. Somewhere you have to go for a long time, okay? That at, a military camp, some sort of, place where you can train for the military, and then eventually you can be in the military. And then you get, a pilot's license and all that type of stuff. But, another thing that we've been talking about for way too long, haven't done it yet, is, a designer, clothes place, where we can buy, uniforms, outfits, that type of stuff. Another thing is a furniture shop, where you can decorate your house, because we do have houses, yet we don't really have anything you can buy yet to get put in the houses. Half the houses are furnished, but there is houses that aren't, and it'd be nice to have somewhere that people could go to buy stuff like that. And once again, when you get a job in the game, you can make money for these items. It's kind of you grind. It's kind of just how it is. You kind of grind for things, and it's just how it works.
Yeah. Also because we want to add, jobs so you can earn money, so you can afford, the furniture, the guns, the cars, all of that. We want, a city hall or, a job center. I believe the mall was originally going to be a city hall, but we decided to make it a abandoned mall instead. Well, it was going to be a mall and then abandoned mall because it takes way too much effort to make that.
And it's not even that it takes too much effort, because that just makes us sound like we're lazy. It's more the fact that Furnicraft is really nice. It's a great add-on. But as soon as you get too many entities, you just lag. You lag like crazy. And I'd like my guys that like to go play video games and like to play some good role play to walk into a mall and not get 2 frames per second, to be honest. Because I don't think any of us want to go into a mall to go shop and have 2 frames a second. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's more of a predicament. I'd like for Furnicraft to be better with that. Not be so laggy. That'd be great. Furnicraft, if you're listening, please.
Robert Gamer 69, please.
Please fix your stuff. That'd be great. But basically, we just want to come on here, give you that extra video, telling you guys what we plan on doing, because we know we've been lacking. We haven't posted in 3 weeks. But
it's been way more than that.
Listen, long story short, my boy Max is back, and he's near me now. Normally he's in Vegas or Florida. He came back to Minnesota, where we're both from, and he's actually here. So he came over. We were going to spend the night and just hang out and stuff. But we were like, you know what? We might as well record, because we were already working on the world when he got here. And so it was today, he got to spend the night again. So we were like, let's just record. Let's get it done so that our 2 viewers don't get very mad.
Yeah, it's also 1 in the morning.
Yes, it is. It is. Show me your watch. Is your watch charged?
Yeah, I'll just display like an image on screen. It is 1:02.
It's 1:02 a.m. But, we're grinding for you guys, alright? After this, we're gonna go to sleep, because I'm tired, but it's really fun, though. I really do enjoy working on the world and everything.
Yeah.
But just wanted to come on here and give you that extra video. Yeah. This will probably be like 2 days after, 3 days after that first video goes up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button down below and subscribe. Also, if you're subscribed, hit that bell icon to turn on notifications and become a part of the notification gang. My name is Max.
My name is Jaden.
And thank you guys for watching.